Actually, in the yoga community, there's quite a bit of confusion about how you control, or what we call the directional flow of the breath. When we breathe, the breathing actually happens by the primary muscle is the diaphragm, which is controlled autonomically by the autonomic nervous system. When the diaphragm contracts, it goes down and the breath comes in through the nose, down through the throat, and fills the lungs. And when we exhale, actually all that we're having to do anatomically is relax the diaphragm. The diaphragm goes up and the breath goes up and out. So the directional flow of the breath is the area where I want to mention some confusion about it. Some people think that the classic yoga breathing is inhale belly, expand the ribs, and then fill the chest. And actually, of course, when you breathe, all the air always only goes into the lungs. It doesn't go into your belly. So when we say belly to chest, it's a metaphor. What we're talking about is not the flow of the movement of the breath, but the movement, rather the movement of awareness, and then the order with which we control primary and secondary respiratory musculature. What's incorrect is that there's a correct way of controlling what we call directional flow. You can breathe chest to belly, or you can breathe belly to chest, and they have different effects. However, the classic breathing that's talked about in the tradition is actually not what the community says. It's not belly to chest. It's actually chest to belly, and this can be referenced in Bhagavad-Gītā, where Krishna tells Arjuna that inhale is when prāṇa, which is in the upper part of the body, head and chest, is offered to apāna, which is in the lower part, below the navel. And exhale is when apāna, which is below the navel, is offered to prāṇa. So the ancients understood that inhale is a downward flow and exhale is an upward flow. In fact, inhales the downward flow of the air as it fills the lungs and of the diaphragm. And exhales the upward flow of the diaphragm and the air goes up and out. But they're all valid, belly to chest, chest to belly, and we'll be talking about that in our course. Now I would like to give you an experience of the classic directional flow as taught in the tradition. So take a moment, please, and close your eyes. And just for a moment before we begin the breathing, pay attention to the contact of your sit bones with whatever you're sitting on. And just listen, and this is interoception, your ability to identify and differentiate signals from all over your body that are returning to your brain. So now just focus on your sit bones until you feel them. Now please bring your attention from your sit bones up to the base of your spine, the sacrum. And just wait and listen. If you listen, you can start to differentiate the signals returning to your brain from your sit bones. And then move your awareness up into the lumbar spine. These are 5 vertebral bodies that rise off their sacral base. And just in the beginning, it may be challenging, but if you listen, you can it's more intimate. You can feel, if not individual vertebral bodies, which you will gain that ability to over time, you can get a sense of that lumbar area of your spine. And when you start feeling it, move your attention further up into what's called thoracic. There are 12 vertebral bodies that rise off of L1, the first lumbar vertebra. Just kind of get the feel of your thoracic spine, and then the ribs that are attached to the processes of the thoracic vertebra. Towards the top, you'll feel your shoulder girdle and arms resting on your thoracic and rib cage. And then try to attune to the smaller 7 cervical vertebral bodies, the neck, that rise off the T1, the first thoracic vertebra, all the way up to your brainstem. I want you to feel these 3 spinal curves because the breathing influences the spine directly. So now bring your attention to the tip of your nose and feel the fact of the breath that's been coming in and out of your body since your very first breath, your moment of birth, and will continue coming in and out of your body until your very last breath at the end of life, the end of your life. So now we're going to use that valve that's created by a partial contraction of the glottis. In yoga, it's called ujjayi, and it gives you a valve which will help you be able to regulate the speed and volume of air coming in and out. So that soft sound that you can just barely hear. And what I'd like you to do is gently but progressively deepen the inhale and lengthen the exhale until we get to a comfortable equal place. Let's say something like 5 or 6 second equals inhale equals exhale. So, and I'm going to guide the biomechanics. So we're going to do it together. So wherever you are in your own breath cycle right now, just inhale fully, redirect where you are and inhale fully. And we'll begin with this exhale. As you exhale, tighten your belly from your pubic bone to your navel, and then from your navel to your solar plexus, like you're hugging your belly. Now inhale, keep the belly tight, expand your chest. Feel the ribs expand, and then relax your belly from the solar plexus to the navel to the pubic bone. So exhale again, tighten your belly, pubic bone to navel, like you're hugging your spine, navel to your solar plexus. When all the air is out, keep the belly firm. Inhale, expand the rib cage, and then relax those muscles in the reverse order. Relax solar plexus to navel to pubic bone. Again, exhale about 6, tighten the muscles, pubic bone to navel, navel to solar plexus until the belly's firm. Inhale, expand the chest. Now relax solar plexus to navel, navel to pubic bone. Now we're going to make exhale 2 seconds longer. So exhale about 8, tighten the belly, pubic bone to navel, navel to solar plexus. When the belly's firm, now inhale 6 still. Inhale about 3 seconds, expand your chest. Now relax solar plexus to navel, navel to pubic bone. Full inhale about 6. Exhale 8 again. Tighten your belly, pubic bone to navel. Feel the belly tightening, navel to solar plexus like you're hugging your spine. Inhale 6. Inhale 3 seconds, expand the chest. And then the next 3, relax in the reverse order, solar plexus to navel to pubic bone so the belly's relaxed. Now exhale 10. See if you can. Exhale, take 10 seconds, tighten the belly, pubic bone to navel, navel to solar plexus. The end of 10, keep the belly firm. Inhale 6. Take 3 seconds to expand the chest and about 3 seconds to relax all the way down to your pubic bone. Let's do it again. Exhale 10. Tightening pubic bone to navel, navel to solar plexus. Pause a moment. Inhale 6, expand the chest. Relax solar plexus to navel to pubic bone. We'll do this 2 more breaths. Exhale 10. Tighten the belly, pubic bone to navel, navel to solar plexus. Inhale, expand the chest, and then relax the belly progressively from the solar plexus to the navel to the pubic bone, and we'll do 1 last breath of this. Exhale 10. Tighten the belly, pubic bone to navel, navel to solar plexus. Inhale 1 last breath. Inhale 6. 3 seconds, expand the chest. 6 seconds, relax the belly. 3 seconds, relax the belly, excuse me, please. And we'll do 1 last exhale. Tighten the belly, pubic bone to navel, navel to solar plexus. And now just release the breath and just kind of take a moment and tuning inwardly. This lengthening exhale is what we call ulangana. So you should feel very calm, very quiet, engaging parasympathetic function, very deeply relaxed. When you're ready, just open your eyes. There are many ways of controlling the flow of breath, making inhale equal exhale, holding the breath after inhale, holding the breath after exhale. So I just shared with you 1 technique, lengthening exhale. You should be able to feel how it calms your system. In this course, we'll teach you all the different principles about how to adapt the control of the breath, the lengths of the breath, directional flow of the breath. It's a fascinating science.